I'm fully committed like, hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shoot him out, shot like, hey. Hit the red dot like, hey. Finger on the like, hey, 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 hey.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You look at this Arizona defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Kyler going to give this to Benson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Another run here with Benson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Benson, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Robinson up the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Falcons hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They run over center with Benson. Up to the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 7 from the 20. They'll go again with Benson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Murray changing the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man, here's Benson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On third down, here's Benson. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they'll audible to something else. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. They'll set up a throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. A touchdown.
Drake London, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A leap, and he's got it. Kyle Pitts with an acrobatic catch. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A handoff here to Benson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A give. Here comes Benson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Going for it. Here's Benson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Murray rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 10. Murray looking to change the play here. That one out wide and intercepted. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll run with Robinson, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Robinson again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him. So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a play fake here on first down. And caught by London. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19, 18. Screen. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. He's crashing. He's checking.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Come on, Mike.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 2nd down and 4. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hand off now to Robinson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Harris. This will be swung out here for counter. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Harris eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. He's got a first and maybe more. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 78 yards. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Falcons are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He finds Bolden. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Harris. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Harris. On 1st and 10, flush to his right.
That's caught by Harrison, right side.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Hey. 47's a mic, boys. 47. Check. 47. Wildville.
Looking to throw. Harris. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10.
Rig alert! Rig alert! 19 tight! 19 tight! Let's go defense! Let's go defense! Here we go! Fires the mic! Fires the mic! Yeah! You don't want nothing!
He'll drop to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Panther 60! Panther 60!